It did not take a lot of investigating to discover that you were the one behind this.
Where's the principal?
I am the principal, as far as you're concerned. So tell me, what was the purpose of this article?
Madam VP, for the past 9 years, our school has admitted the most eligible students worthy of this uniform. But recently, it seems admission standards have plummeted. Is the school now greedy for money? If not, how a student who smear the good name of our school allowed here? You find more or less on the topic in the rest of my article. As you know, I'll be entering university later this year, and my first choice is mass communication.
And?
This is me building my portfolio and references.
By defaming a fellow student?
It's not defamation if it's true. It's both a profile piece and an objective analysis of the trend currently plaguing our hallowed school hall.
First, the admission process is none of your concern. And as long as it does not impose on another student's right, all who qualify are welcome here.
Oh. Students like this are definitely imposing on my right.
Look, Miss George, I understand where you get the nerve to address me like this. No, honestly, I do. Your father is an esteemed member of the school board. But believe me, it is my job to ensure that students suffer the consequences of any outward behavior. And so help me God, I will not hesitate to discharge my duties to the best of my abilities.
You're right. I apologize if my academic ambitions have upset you. I was merely working toward my future.
Not by tearing others down.
Oh, believe me, that was the last thing on my mind.
You may go.
Thank you.
Olive.
Grace, stand up from my seat.
Grace, stand up from her seat now.
Grace. Grace. Are you not in science? Go to your class.
Look who we have here. Savior of Olive. Defender of the Holy All. I'm not standing up.
Why?
I've transferred. Is that a problem?
Grace, stand up.
What is it with you guys now? Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Olive, what's your problem? I mean, why can't you simply just sit somewhere else?
Just sit somewhere else.
Grace, sit down there, Joe.
Bro, what's your problem now?
Bro, I'm not talking to you.
Oh my God, that is happening.
Someone have peace in this class.
Listen here, Olive, or whatever you call yourself. I've been hearing about your gist lately. Holier than thou. Little Miss Perfect. You are worse than a liar and a thief.
Esther, stop. I'll sit somewhere else.
Grace, find an empty seat. And everyone else, return to your seats.
But sir...
Obedience before complaint. Haven't you learned that?
Guy, need to test this. Check it out.
See, guys, men are off this thing.
Right, you nobody come.
See, person feel no dey come, but I don't forget see this thing they smell.
No worry, I go come out now. Pass on.
Harry. We sure you don't want to try.
No, me I'm good.
Mommy's boy.
Alright, fine. Give me a small.
Collect my bag. What is this?
Aren't you boys supposed to be in my class? What's that smell?
Sir, we are burning papers.
Yes, sir, it's from the neighbors. Yes.
Run!
In our case study, one Grace Johnson, often presented as Princess Stork and unbothered queen, in reality is the lowly servant of the woman she calls her aunt. So how does
she afford to go to our school? How Grace paid her fees might be a mystery to us. But with a background like this, we can't help but speculate that the money source is far from honest or even legitimate. Shocking expose, isn't it?
You wrote this?
I wrote this. If I recall correctly, you accused my friends and I of being too dumb to put a sentence together. How could I write this masterpiece? Poor Grace. Whoever ratted on her must have a really loose mouth.
Is this story true?
You should ask her yourself. She's your friend, isn't she?
Even if it's true, how is any of this Grace's fault?
Aww. So blind. If I were you, I'll stop worrying about Grace Johnson because you're next.
Look at the art class, Tim. Such a sad little Tim.
Are you son of a stinky face? How can I help you today?
Ooh. Don't tell me you still haven't gotten over losing yet. We'll always win. It's not personal, darling. We are just better.
Of course, darling.
Are you sure? Because if this was my team, I'll be mad too.
Well, every team has their strengths and weaknesses. Not ours. Oh, that's right. You only have weaknesses on your team.
Ooh. All that clever talk and you still couldn't win. See ya. You're very stupid. I can see you're insane.
Leave me, it's not a fighting matter. What's your problem?
Shut up! Spineless thing.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
how much did they say it will cost?
You're so lucky I have Apple Care. But I still have to send it to the US, have the screen replaced and sent back to me. That's the part that's going to cost you.
Iris, it was an accident.
It's still going to cost you.
I know. And I'll pay for it.
Really? Where are you going to get 50,000 from?
I'll work for it.
Within a week?
Why?
A friend happens to be going to America. She'll take my phone too.
So you have to pay her for it?
Duh.
We should do it for free before.
She can't do you a favor.
There are no favors in the real world, Romeo. I don't like owing people.
Can you wait till you're on vacation so you fix it yourself? What?
That's like 3 whole weeks.
So,
You really expect me to walk around with a cracked phone screen for 3 weeks? That I even have to wait a week is heartbreaking. I don't think you even know me at all.
Iris, I'm sorry about the phone. I really am. But you know there is no way I can give you 50k by the weekend. What do you want me to do?
You're lucky we're friends because I'm willing to offer you an alternative.
Which is? What?
Don't talk to Olive or Adam or Esther for the rest of the school term.
Really? Would that fix your phone?
Will you fix my phone?
Ivy, why you so? This is so childish. Ivy, talk some sense into her.
It's her phone you broke, so you pay for it as she wants. Cash by the end of the week, or ignore your new friends until the end of the term. The choice is yours.
Fine. I won't talk to them.
Speak up, please.
I said I won't talk to them. Are you happy now?
Very. And if you break the rules, you have to pay up immediately. And I will tell Olive you approached her only for my sake, and not because you wanted to be friends.
What do you think? Will he do it?
He will keep his word.
Don't you think you're pushing him too far? What if he leaves?
Then he leaves.
Easy as pie. I've told you guys everything I knew. Now can I go? Run along? Can I have my diary back? I'll hold on to this a little longer. I'm giving everyone something to talk about. Grace Johnson.
Poor Olive. And Cole. Things were working well for you guys. Until this one put her foot in her mouth. Guess you'll never be good enough. Fighting is against the rules, Gracie. You would forfeit your debate. I thought you were smarter than that. I guess art really did dumb you guys down.
Thanks for the visit, Iris. But you haven't won yet.
Sure. But don't forget our little bet when we do.
You won't.
I wouldn't be so sure. Bye. That's how it happened. So,
do you expect me to sympathize or feel sorry for you? Was I the one who asked you to open your legs?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying you should please drop the story. You don't have to publish it.
No, you don't.
What? How did you?
How did I know you're the one she wrote about? I'll answer that in a second. First, I want to know how Udwak knew it was you.
Apart from the fact that I heard her throwing up in the toilet, girls. That and this. She dropped this. I asked around and her friends were kind enough to identify it for me.
How did you know she was throwing up because she was pregnant? It could have been a number of things.
I didn't know. I had a hunch and I played it out. Edema here fell into my trap and confirmed it for me. Why am I even talking to you? Get out.
Fine. But you aren't going to publish that story.
Why not? It's a sensational piece and a befitting end to my career at the press club.
Oh, honey, you never even had a career. Where is your humanity?
You know what? I'll just sympathize with her on the front page. Thanks, Edema, for sharing your story.
what did you do with my friend? Where is she?
Grace, what's wrong? Grace,
Where is she?
Grace,
Where is she? Where is she?
Stop it! Leave him alone! Oh my god. Are you okay?
What do you think, Olivia?
I said I'm not taking any more visitors until after lunch.
The principal sent me to you, Miss Justice.
Ah, the journalist wannabe. Take a seat. The school gave you express instructions to run every story by them before publication for a reason, Miss George.
All I see is the school trying to control our freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is one thing, slander and speculation is another. And you are not permitted to do the latter on school property. The school press is school property, is it not, Miss George?
Yes, ma.
Very good. And do you have proof of your allegations in the newspaper?
No, I don't. But I will.
I have a few friends in the media, Udwak. And the one rule they live by is facts only. Never publish speculation on the front page. Gossip will never stand.
It is not a gossip. I've been doing my research.
Even if you had the full story, do you want to be a writer who tears people down? Centering on their flaws?
I want to write stories with traction. Not some boring essays on societal vices.
You're an intelligent girl, Udwak. You have just send-off and graduation, right? Why not keep your head down until then?
Honestly, the school brought this upon themselves. The press is independently run, with dues paid by its members. Also, school policy encourages free media. The school
is tired of your antics. This time, we will let you off with a warning. But if you publish part 2 of this story, and you reveal the girl's identity, you will not walk at your graduation. And you will be excluded from the school's official send-off.
Well, small price to pay for the truth, counselor.
Well then, as you wish.
Thank you, ma.
Oh, one more thing. How did you find out the girl was pregnant?
A magician never reveals it.
You are not a magician, George. And don't play games with me. How did you find out the girl was pregnant?
You.
Me.
I heard it directly from you. And Principal Peters.
You.
I overheard your conversation when I came to submit the first version of the publication.
We could host a picnic buffet. 2 hours at the park, make David and the Kings play. And we can sell baskets for couples too. It's like a mass date.
But with exams coming up, less people will show up.
But that's going to be the case for any idea we come up with. The timing is just unfortunate.
It still has more upsides than downsides. And our classmates like to pretend to be posh, so they want to be seen there.
And if the tickets are 1,000 per person and 30 people show up, that's more than half the money.
Yeah.
Calculator.
Yes.
You all are invited to a party at my house. Same date and time as Olive's scrappy party. Except there will be no gate fee and no bugs. Yay!
Yay!
It's hidden like that pollute our ocean.
Esther, right?
Yes.
Oh, don't sound like that. I'm not the one who's disappointing you.
What do you mean?
You must really be going through a lot. I mean, Grace is a liar and Olive is really blind to it. Let's be honest. You're the only good judge of character among those people you call friends. If I were you, I'll start looking out for myself because when the crap hits the fan, guess who they'll be taking down with them?
Please, don't talk to me again.
Don't worry. You'll soon realize the truth. And I know you're smart enough to accept it.
was you! Wasn't it? No, it wasn't me!
No one else knew where we were keeping it. You took the stash. Now you owe me money.
You're dead! You're dead, man!
It's the Three Musketeers. Where's Porthos?
How can we help you,
Who told you about me?
I'd be careful if I were you. I'm still your senior, remember? I could squash you if you cross me. This was nothing.
How did you know about Grace?
Why should I tell you?
You've had your revenge. At least tell us your source.
Be patient. You'll get your turn.
Mommy's boy!
What happened? You didn't show up again last night.
Yeah, my mom needed my help, so. I can't believe Steve and Colin's are part of them. I used to hang out with those guys.
Are you sure you don't want to do runs? You could make extra cash for your mommy, you know.
If I'm going to do delivery, then I must meet the bosses first.
The bosses?
I want to know the guys I'm selling for.
Mommy's boy is ambitious.
I think you should come with us to do pickup.
Guys, are you sure? They won't like it if we bring a stranger.
You can vouch for me. I've been loyal.
We'll text him.
Alright, no problem.
But you can't mess up in any way.
Remember what they did to Romeo? They do worse to anyone who betrays them.
Don't worry, trust me. Yeah.
Hey, Maria.
What are you doing? What?
Don't fight it,
What are you
Maria.
doing?
Honestly, you were the last person I imagined would betray her friend.
You tricked me.
Tricked you? Oh no, darling. I wasn't the one writing dirty dreams in a diary about a boy way out of our league.
Just give me back my diary.
Not until I'm done. See you around.
Look at you. Shameless.
Ashawo.
If I'm her, I'll just go to the village and go and stay.
Her life is totally over.
Oh, she make the time knuckle.
Hello, Olive.
Hi.
We heard you bled yourself in class today. How embarrassed.
Ew. So, don't you two pee yourselves at night?
You're not all that, so don't deceive yourself.
I wouldn't dare. It must take talent to share a brain.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up with a round of applause for Violet.
Don't make a scene, David. Play for me.
No.
You wouldn't want to stop walking here now, would you?
Which song are you singing?
You're a professional, aren't you? Just play. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Violet. And tonight, I'll be doing what I do best. I'm gonna tell you a love story about two members of our audience tonight. May this little song help their love story along.
Oh, young love sometimes can be the most frustrating thing. Ooh, ain't that right, Adam? You're loyal and true, but she's not into you. Or is she? You'll never know. Cut your tongue, you can say your heart beats like a drum. Windows beat wrong. down. Olive eye looks inside your heart. Her eyes on the prize, so she'll never recognize that you're bleeding by her side. She's blinded in a bath with eyes in the heart. You've tried so many times, so blind, so blind. She'll friend you, then frustrate you, embrace you, then estrange you. So blind, so blind. You've been in love, but oh, she's so